Intermediate Algebra for Statistics, Solving Radical Equations Part 2. Lesson objectives: solve a radical equation in one variable, compute the x-intercepts of square root functions. We'll begin with an example. Example 4. Solve square root of t minus 5 minus the square root of t equals negative 1. Solution. Our first step is to isolate the square root of t minus 5. So we're going to add square root of t to both sides of the equation. Next, to get rid of the radicals, we square both sides. On the left-hand side of the equation, the square root and the square will cancel, and we'll have t minus 5. For the right-hand side of the equation, we square the first, we double the product, and we square the last. So we have t minus 5 equals square root of t squared minus 2 times the square root of t times 1 plus 1 squared. Square the first, double the product, square the last. Square root of t squared becomes t, 1 squared becomes 1, and this term becomes negative 2 times the square root of t. Next, we want to isolate the square root of t, so we need to get rid of this t, so we subtract t to both sides. We need to get rid of this 1, so we subtract 1 to both sides. And we have 2 times the square root of t equals t plus 1 minus t plus 5. Combining like terms, the t's cancel, and we have 2 times the square root of t equals 6. Again, to isolate the square root of t, we need to get rid of the 2, so we divide both sides by 2, and we're left with the square root of t equals 3. To undo the square root, we square both sides, and we're left with t equals 9. Next, we need to check to see if 9 is a solution. So we start with the original equation. Everywhere we see a t, we substitute a 9. Hopefully the left-hand side of the equal sign will equal negative 1. Following the order of operations, we have to subtract and then take the square root. 9 minus 5 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Minus square root of 9 is 3. So we have 2 minus 3. Does that equal negative 1? And the answer is yes. The left-hand side equals the right-hand side. 9 is the solution. Process to solve a square root equation in one variable. Number 1, isolate the square root term on one side of the equation. Number 2, square both sides. Number 3, repeat steps 1 and 2 until there are no square root terms. Solve the equation, and finally check that each proposed solution satisfies the original equation. Example 5. Use the graph to solve the square root of x plus 8 equals x squared minus 3x minus 4. So we're going to solve this graphically, not algebraically. Solution. We type in the left-hand side of the equation in y1 and the right-hand side, the quadratic equation, in y2. We hit graph. There's 2 points of intersection. So using the intersection feature, the first point is a negative 1.47 rounded off, and the second one is 4.63 rounded off. Lesson objective. Our last example, example 6. Find the x-intercepts of the graph f of x equals the square root of 3x minus 4 minus the square root of x plus 2. Solution. To find the x-intercepts, we let f of x be 0 and we solve for x. We will add square root of x plus 2 to both sides to isolate the square root. Next, we square both sides. The squaring and the square root cancel, and we're left with 3x minus 4 equals x plus 2. Subtracting x to both sides and adding 4 to both sides, we have 2x equals 6. Divide by 2 and x is equal to 3. To check it, we put 3 back into the original equation. 3 times 3 is 9, minus 4 is square root of 5, minus square root of 3 plus 2, which is square root of 5. Square root of 5 minus square root of 5 is 0. This is a true statement, therefore 3 is a solution. To verify this using the graphing calculator, put the equation in y1 and then verify that the x-intercept is at 3, and it is. Thanks for watching.